Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Manchester City's lineup versus Arsenal, confirmed team news, predicted 11, and latest injury updates for Premier League clash. The midweek Champions League fixture could complicate Pep Guardiola's team selection as Manchester City travel to Arsenal this weekend. City are in fine fettle, buoyed by a commanding 3-0 victory in the Manchester derby and a comfortable win over Napoli in their Champions League opener. However, with only 3 days between that match and the trip to the Emirates, Guardiola faces a tricky task in managing his squad's workload to keep them fresh for this crucial Premier League encounter. Guardiola's substitutions against Napoli hinted at his planning for the Arsenal clash, with Rodri withdrawn shortly after the break and Jeremy Doku also given a breather. Erling Haaland, Tijani Reinders, and Josko Gvardiol were substituted late on, preserving their energy. Rodri, cautiously managed since last season's ACL injury, faces a late fitness test, though Guardiola remains uncertain about his availability. Nathan Ake could replace Ruben Dias in defense, while Savigno might edge out Doku in attack. New signing Gianluigi Donnarumma is set to start in goal, with Haaland and Phil Foden, in scintillating form, likely to retain their places. Ryan Cherki, Omar Marmoush, Ryan Aït-Nouri, and Mateo Kovacic remain sidelined. Predicted 11, 4-1-4-1 Donnarumma, Kusanov, Ake, Gvardiol, O'Reilly, Gonzalez, Silva, Foden, Reinders, Savigno, Haaland. Kai Havertz speaks out on Arsenal vs Manchester City preview. Arteta eyes third consecutive home triumph over Guardiola. Arsenal are gearing up to host Manchester City at the Emirates Stadium this Sunday in a Premier League clash, aiming to extend their impressive home record against the reigning champions. Under Mikel Arteta's stewardship, the Gunners have clinched victory in their last 2 league home encounters with Manchester City. Opta's supercomputer gives Arsenal a 52.2% chance of making it 3 wins on the trot, a feat that would mark a significant milestone for the North London side. Arsenal's defensive form this season has been nothing short of formidable. They've secured 3 wins from their opening 4 Premier League matches, keeping a clean sheet in each victory, including a 5-0 thrashing of Leeds United and a 3-0 rout of Ange Postecoglou's Nottingham Forest. Their only concession came in a 1-0 defeat to Liverpool, courtesy of a stunning Dominic Szoboszlai free kick. With just 2.4 expected goals, XG, conceded, Arsenal boast one of the league's stingiest defences, second only to Newcastle United, 2.1 XG. Manchester City, by contrast, have stumbled out of the blocks. After a 4-0 demolition of Wolves on the opening day, Pep Guardiola's side suffered defeats to Tottenham and Brighton, marking their worst start to a campaign since 2004 to 2005. Although they bounced back with a 3-0 win over Manchester United in the derby and a 2-0 victory against a 10-man Napoli in the Champions League, City have struggled post-European fixtures, losing 5 of their last 7 Premier League matches following midweek continental ties, including a 5-1 drubbing at Arsenal last February. Erling Haaland remains City's biggest threat. The Norwegian striker leads the Premier League scoring charts with 5 goals and has a knack for finding the net against Arsenal, bagging 4 in 6 league appearances. His 19 goals in 20 league matches in London, averaging a goal every 93 minutes, make him a daunting prospect. His header against Napoli midweek saw him reach 50 Champions League goals in just 49 matches, the fastest ever to hit that milestone, surpassing Ruud van Nistelrooy's record. Arsenal, however, have their own talisman in Victor Gyökeres, who will look to match Haaland's scoring prowess. The Swedish striker has netted 3 goals from just 7 shots, with a 42.9% shot conversion rate, among the best in the league. Kai Havertz, a key figure in Arsenal's attack, expressed confidence ahead of the match. "We're ready for this one. City are always a tough test, but playing at home with our fans behind us gives us a massive lift. We've been working hard to stay solid at the back and take our chances up top. I'm confident we can get a result." Arsenal also benefit from an extra 48 hours of rest compared to their opponents. City will rely on their new goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma, who kept a clean sheet in his Premier League debut in the Manchester derby. Arsenal, meanwhile, are riding a wave of home dominance, with their last 3 league wins at the Emirates yielding an aggregate score of 9-0. The Gunners are chasing a 4th consecutive home league win without conceding, a run not seen since December 2021, and could become the first Arsenal side since 1960-61 to start a season with 3 home wins and clean sheets. Opta's supercomputer heavily favours Arsenal, predicting a 52.2% chance of victory compared to City's 23.4%, with a draw at 24.4%. The Opta Power rankings place Arsenal in a strong position, though City lead the league in expected goals, 8.5 xg. The battle between Arsenal's resolute defence and City's potent attack, led by Holland, will likely decide the outcome. Mikel Arteta stands on the cusp of history, potentially becoming the first manager to go 5 league games unbeaten against Guardiola. Conversely, Guardiola risks a career-first run of 5 matches without a win against a single opponent. City's 2 straight league losses at the Emirates match their total from the previous 14 visits, making this their longest losing streak at Arsenal since April 2009. The predicted lineup see Arsenal fielding David Raya in goal, backed by a robust defence of Jurrien Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Ricardo Calafiori, with Gyökeres spearheading the attack alongside Noni Madueke and Eberechi Eze. City will deploy Donnarumma between the sticks, with Holland supported by Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, and Bernardo Silva. This blockbuster clash promises to be a defining moment in the season, with Arsenal tipped to edge out their rivals and continue their Emirates supremacy. Manchester City's predicted lineup versus Arsenal. John Stones to start and Rodri decision confirmed. Manchester City are set to face Arsenal in a blockbuster Premier League clash at the Emirates on Sunday, with both sides eager to keep pace with tabletoppers Liverpool. This encounter promises to be a stern test for Pep Guardiola's men as they aim to maintain their momentum in the title race. Fresh off a midweek Champions League triumph against Napoli, City are likely to field a similar starting 11 for this crucial league fixture. The Blues have been in scintillating form, riding a wave of consecutive victories, but Arsenal, under Mikel Arteta's stewardship, represent their toughest challenge of the season thus far. Last season, Arsenal handed City a humbling 5-1 defeat in this fixture, capitalising on a rare dip in form for the champions. A victory for City this time around would see them draw level on points with the Gunners, reigniting discussions about their title credentials in what is shaping up to be a fiercely contested campaign. With a grueling schedule of 7 matches in 22 days, Guardiola faces the delicate task of balancing squad rotation with the need for consistency. Despite the temptation to shuffle his pack, the Spaniard is expected to rely on his core group of players to navigate this pivotal encounter. In goal, Gianluigi Donnarumma is an immovable presence, having yet to concede a goal since joining the club. The Italian's commanding performances have cemented his place as City's first-choice goalkeeper, leaving summer signing James Trafford confined to the bench. Defensively, Guardiola faces key decisions, with John Stones likely to be recalled to the starting lineup. The England international's physicality and aerial prowess make him a valuable asset, particularly in set-piece situations. He is expected to partner Ruben Dias at the heart of the defence, allowing Josko Gvardiol to shift to left-back. On the right, Abdulkadir Kusanov has impressed with his assured displays and is likely to retain his spot. Questions linger over Rico Lewis and Mateus Nunes in that role, and the Uzbekistan international's consistency gives him the edge for this high-stakes clash. In midfield, the spotlight falls on Rodri, whose availability has been a topic of debate given his carefully managed workload following last season's ACL injury. Having been substituted early in the Napoli match, the Spaniard is expected to start, anchoring the midfield alongside the ever-reliable Bernardo Silva and Tijani Reinders. Up top, the attacking trio of Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, and Erling Haaland are in fine fettle, making them near-certain starters. Savigno and Oscar Bob are likely to provide attacking options from the bench, offering Guardiola the flexibility to adapt his approach if needed. At the Manchester Evening News, we are committed to delivering unrivaled coverage and analysis of Manchester City, keeping fans informed as the Blues chase glory on multiple fronts. Predicted 11, 4-1-4-1 Donnarumma, Kusanov, Stones, Dias, Gvardiol, Rodri, Silva, Reinders, Foden, Doku, Haaland. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!